So Iris died, yes, we know that. So then we back to the other one. Zuki was okay right off the hop. We found out where the person's going. And then Renju's dead. Instead of spending all last branch looking for the damn bastard.
You
Boom,
look
he's dead.
awful. Have you been sleeping any?
My best friend was murdered, boss. I don't have it in me to sleep right now.
Then we have boss's room with the bajillions things again. Just pop this up. Okay, there we go. Whee! Cabinet. Boss's chair. Shelves. Bags hanging on a rack. Oh, it's just regular bags this time. The entrance. Cold air is blowing from the AC. There are wine bottles lined up. A tombstone. Rip. I think it's to fit the somber mood. They don't have anything funny really this time around. Flag with big catch on it. Police officer mannequin. An RC car. This must be the serious route. Because like everything's just serious. It's a volleyball. A soccer ball. The Tanuki statue. Soba restaurant door curtain. A pumpkin. Happy birthday banner decoration. A bookshelf has a ton of things stuffed in it. An electronic darts game. Boss's desk. There are stickers all over the front. A snowboard. Triangular ruler. Skis. Police poster. Public bath door curtain. Map on the wall. Decorated Christmas tree. It's been here since the first time I was in this room. Mysterious mask is displayed on the wall. Mysterious mask is displayed on the wall. A pennant adorning the wall. Oops. It looks like this is about it. What the? There's a lot of stuff hanging on the coat hanger. A plaster figure. Stationary bike for indoor training. A symbol. The Persian rug is laid out. There's a clock off to the side of her desk. The battery died on that thing, so the hands have stopped. Why, hello, Nate. How are you doing? Happy Monday to you as well, if such a thing can ever be had. Computer looks surprisingly serious. You seem troubled, Pewter.
2 murders, one right after the other. How could I not be?
Any thoughts on the culprit?
Renju had his left eyeball removed.
Right. Shoko too.
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer. You're missing your left eye, so you steal them from others. I'm kidding. Only a joke.
What a time to be joking. Like your job, so Monday ain't so bad. Oh, pretty good. Well, glad about that. I keep getting lots of small little jobs at work. It's annoying. I like bigger, longer projects. Ones that you can work towards, not ones that you're just supposed to go bang, 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 and dun, 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 dun. Because then it's like start, stop, start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. And I hate that. I hate start, stopping. And being starting and then just working up into the end. I like that. It's a nice flow through the day. Because there's a whole different, with my job, there's a whole different part between starting, middle, and stop. Yeah. But other than that, long projects, one day project max. Oh, okay. Quick jobs more your thing. It depends on what you do as well, I suppose, as well, right? For me, I can very much get into a groove of programming a document because I get into the style of the document and I can go through it and it's great. But then we're constantly changing it. I guess it's nice in a way for those that want some change because it's different.
I'm too tired for your jokes right now, Peter.
It's not all the same thing.
Actually, you lost your eye 6 years ago, correct?
Yes, but I don't remember anything from back then. I lost my eye and my memories.
I was transplanted into your empty eye socket a year later. We have been together for more than 5 years.
Why are you here anyway? Go away.
Am I not allowed to be here?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
I was here first. I was just talking to the boss about Renju's murder.
Boss is sitting on her desk. She looks tired, like me. And she also has a computer on her desk, the type that has a monitor built in. Surprise. How about you getting any sleep?
Of course not. I've still got a mountain of work piled up, answering to the higher-ups, the press. I'm just taking a little breather.
If you go to the store, uh-oh. What did you forget? What did you forget? What happened to Mizuki?
She's sleeping at the hospital. They're going to give her counseling after she wakes up.
I see.
Her mother and her father. I hope she'll be okay.
About Renju.
You were the first on the scene, so you know this better than anyone, but Renju was murdered. No way this was a suicide.
Yeah, I should think not.
And the fact that his left eye was removed tells me that this was the same killer as Shoko.
The serial killer.
The new Cyclops killer.
Got a few things you need, alright. Well, best of luck, Nate. Best of luck.
What?
That's the nickname that's been spreading around headquarters.
New.
Yes, several years ago.
Pewter.
There is no point in hiding it from him. He would find out on his own eventually. It's all over the news. These murders have gone viral, so to speak. The killings from 6 years ago have continued. The Cyclops killer is back.
6 years ago. Is that what you were talking about, boss?
Fine. I suppose you deserve to know.
It's curious, like, why wouldn't they want it to fill him in? About the incident 6 years ago.
We have a name for it down at HQ. The original Cyclops serial killings. To distinguish it from this new one. It was 6 years ago in October. 4 bodies were found in the mountains of Akikawa Valley.
But the decomposition of the corpses were all at different stages. They were each killed sometime during May to September of that year.
But they did have 2 things in common. They were all young women, and
Each corpse was missing their right eyeball, pulled out posthumously.
So these ones were missing out the right. Now the new ones are missing the left. Cyclops?
a few days after the corpses were discovered, the killer sent a statement to the press. I killed them, and they are now my dear companions. Something like that.
He signed the statement under the name Cyclops, hence the name the Cyclops Killer.
The Cyclops is a mythological race of one-eyed giants. According to Greek myth, they are the children of Uranus, god of the sky, and Gaia, goddess of earth. Cyclopes were known for their outstanding strength and smithing ability.
So the letter to the press wasn't a fake? It was the real killer?
Yes, it had to be.
A picture of one of the victims right after she was killed was sent along with the letter.
Was the Cyclops captured? It was you, Date.
No, in 6 years we never got a single trace.
So maybe Cyclops is responsible for these murders as well.
No, that's impossible.
Why?
For one, the original Cyclops killer only killed women. Renju doesn't fit that profile. Second, all of the victims had their right eyes removed. But Shoko and Renju...
We're missing their left eye.
The timing of the eye removal is also inconsistent. The original Cyclops killer removed the eyes after the victims were killed. But Shoko and Renju were both still alive.
But even so, you can't say for sure this isn't our guy. Maybe they're just doing things a little differently now. Or do you have another reason?
I'm sorry, Date. I can't say anymore.
Bullshit, you can't.
But why not?
It's a national secret.
What?
How can it be a national secret?
Date, please, forget about it. I told you already, you don't need to know anything about that case to investigate this one.
See, that's very suspicious. Like, why?
The criminal for this case and the case 6 years ago are not the same.
Iba, bring up all investigation records of the original Cyclops serial killings.
I already had a look through the database while you were talking. Unfortunately, I found no relevant information. I also did not discover anything of note on the internet. Only amateur theories, all lacking credibility and evidence.
Damn it.
Any other information?
That's all we have for now.
All right.
Special Agent Date, we need you to continue your work.
Right. I think I'll head back to where Renju was found. Sunfish Pocket.
Date, you're exhausted. Why don't you get some sleep before you continue your investigation?
I'm fine. Let's go, Iba.
Understood.
And then we crash our car. The Sunfish Pocket.
Date, the vehicle is accelerating 2% slower than usual. Did you put anything in the trunk?
No?
What about the back seat?
Back seat?
Dun dun dun. Steering wheel. The dashboard.
Did I put anything in there?
You could have put a gold brick in there and it wouldn't slow us down this much. Have you checked the back seat?
Oh, right. But I can't just turn around and look while I'm driving.
Just check the rear view mirror.
Mirror. The passenger seat. No one's sitting in it. Gear shift. Center console.
Mizuki!
Hey, watch out! Eyes forward, stupid!
Suzuki climbed up to the front and sat in the passenger seat. Oh look, I can look at all this again. The center console. The steering
Hey,
wheel.
Date, what would happen if I grabbed the wheel and spun it super hard?
We would spend the rest of our very short time together thinking about how stupid that was.
Steering wheel. The
Hey,
dashboard.
Date, why do they call it a dashboard?
Because it makes the car go faster.
Uh-huh. And why do they call it a tachometer?
It measures how many tacos worth of revolutions the wheels spin. Because a tortilla is round. Obviously.
The dashboard. Well played, Date. Well played. The gear shift. There's no one in the back seat anymore. Glove
Is
box.
this where you keep your weird stuff?
No. But don't look.
Damn, is it that obvious? How'd you even get in here?
It wasn't locked, I just opened the door. I've been here for like 10 minutes. Why don't your doors have auto locks? I know you like old cars, but you gotta lock the doors.
You should be a little more apologetic for someone who just got caught breaking into my car.
Mizuki does raise a valid point. If you are not more serious about security, you should consider replacing the car altogether.
You too?
How are you doing?
Well, I can still talk this time. Maybe I'm just getting used to it.
Mizuki's psychological wounds have been healed by the sink.
Nice weather we're having.
If you have nothing to talk about, you don't have to say anything.
Fair enough.
You're an adult, shouldn't you know that already? you start talking about the weather, it means you have nothing to say.
Damn, what a brat.
What are you doing here?
I ditched the hospital. They're probably freaking out over there right now.
I'm taking you back.
No, don't! Nothing will change if I stay at the hospital all day. You're going to investigate, right? Take me with you, I can help!
How is a little runt like you gonna be any help?
I'm Renju's daughter. Maybe I'll notice something you don't. Something only his daughter would know.
About this weather. Shut up, Nate. If you don't have anything that you want to say. God damn it. I think you'd know this by now.
I don't know.
My daddy was killed. I can't just stay at the hospital.
Fine. Don't say I never did anything for you.
Unless you're by that brush fire. And tell me all about those lovely flames.
You're going to take me along?
Just promise not to interfere with the investigation.
Got it.
So...
You were talking to yourself again. I heard you. It's creepy. You should cut that out.
I was talking to Aiba out loud before I noticed Mizuki in the car. That must be what she was referring to.
Mizuki is still unaware I exist?
Yeah, I know there's no reason to hide it, since she already knows about Abyss.
It's enough to make your air quality that bad, eh?
It's just hard to explain. I won't say anything yet.
Understood. But I am ready to be introduced at any time. Just let me know when the time is right.
It's not a proposal, no need to be so formal. Shit, I said that out loud.
Date, I think you should go to the hospital.
Oh. Are people starting to walk around with not like just regular masks that you are supposed to be doing with COVID anyways, but with masks that to filter out smoke in the air? With actual proper filters and stuff? Do you want to catch the suspect, Mizuki?
No, it's more like I don't like sitting still and moping all day. I've grown out of my brooding, pretentious teenager phase.
Odd thing for a preteen to say.
Are you not aware of Mizuki's mental prowess? She is far more developed than her classmates. She is even reading psychology papers by Alfred Adler.
Sounds pretentious to me.
About Renju.
Hey, about Renju. Do you have anything to tell me? Anything at all that might help?
Well, it's not about Daddy, but I heard from Daddy that Mom had a secret.
Shoko had a secret?
What is her secret? Tell me.
Did you know that Mom was the representative of an investment company?
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
That whole company was a big scam.
A scam?
Well, I don't know the details. They start up a company to get people to invest in it, then shut it down on purpose and keep the money. She got really rich like that.
Shoko did this?
Yep.
By herself?
No, dummy. Of course it was with other people. I saw gangsters there sometimes. If she ever got into trouble, she had them take care of it.
I am scanning all known crime databases, but I cannot find any reports referencing this. They must have been extraordinarily careful.
Anyway, I'm glad that you're okay.
I'm not okay.
So, you want to go back to the hospital? I'd be more than happy to drop you off.
That's not what I meant. Why are you always so pushy, Date?
I'm not pushy, I'm just worried.
You've got a weird way of showing it. Doesn't look like you're worried. You're just weird.
You've always got something smart to say, huh? You're just like Renju.
Date,
What about Daddy?
Nothing.
You have no tact, do you? This is why you're single and always will be.
That's where you're wrong, kiddo. I look like a single father when you're around. Chicks love it.
Yeah, chicks love to see creepy old men hanging out with a 6th grader.
Hey, what are you implying?
Ooh, did I make you mad? Now I'm stuck in a car with an angry old creepy pervert.
I am not an old creepy pervert. And even if you were my age, you're not my type.
Ew, I don't want to know about your type.
Hey, you started it.
Stupid old man.
Punk-ass kid.
I don't see how they live together. They're so different. I guess maybe because Date doesn't actually go home all that often. If he's busy. Mizuki and I walked back into Sunfish Pocket.
Ah, Detective Date. Good to see you, sir. And this is...
Have you looked through the case file yet?
Oh, I am so sorry. she's the victim's...
Yes. Please let us through.
Wonder what they filled those kegs with. The table. I can't find any clues on it. The store's menu.
Dragon's Palace pasta. 1800 yen. 1800?
Isn't that pretty average?
This is average?
The store's menu. A chair. The place is up on the second floor. There's nothing out the window. The officer's guarding the doorway. What's the status?
Nothing special.
Iba, did you get anything from the surveillance camera?
Unfortunately, no. All of the recordings from local surveillance equipment have been erased.
What about backups?
There are none. Nothing was uploaded to the cloud either.
So there's no footage of the incident. This club is located on the second floor of the building. Use the elevator to get here.
Iba, can you check the operation records of this elevator?
Searching. Found it. The elevator records are sent automatically to building management. According to the record from yesterday, from 6:30 p.m. until the body was found, this elevator stopped on the second floor only once. At 8:55 p.m., the weight of the car's cargo was approximately 310 pounds.
So the elevator only stopped on the second floor once last night. 8:55 p.m. with about 310 pounds inside. Oops. No! The officer's guarding the doorway. Register near the doorway. There are pictures of girls on display. Probably the girls that are
What are
working
you
here.
staring at, creeper?
I agree.
Pictures of maids on display. This trident's so small!
Is that a spear?
It more closely resembles a harpoon of sorts. I believe this is a trident.
Any chance this was used in the murder?
No, there are no traces of blood on the trident, and no indication that Renju was stabbed.
The trident doesn't look like it has anything to do with the case. The light that looks like a jellyfish. Probably not a clue. Store signboard. It says Sunfish Pocket. You can see the kitchen back there. Nothing looks suspicious.
The corpse was strung up near this counter.
The autopsy report indicates that the contents of the victim's intestines were excreted upon death. But no traces of that have been found in the area, nor on the corpse itself. This evidence makes it highly likely that Renju was killed somewhere else. It must have been considerably difficult to carry more than 150 pounds.
What do you mean?
Renju weighed approximately 158 pounds. I can estimate a person's weight by analyzing their bone structure, muscle, and fat.
Iba, can you recall the time we discovered the corpse?
Of course.
60 pounds. He was definitely murdered somewhere else, then carried here. Oh, well, I wasn't expecting that. I was just trying to look at the counter. Oh, all that from the counter? Huh, interesting. This oil drum must be some kind of interior
The
decor.
capacity of this oil drum is 200 liters. It weighs approximately 44 pounds when empty.
Let me check inside.
Ow, 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 ow. More bodies! Oh, hello.
What?
There's something inside.
His watch. I stepped up to the drum.
This is the oil drum.
This is the kind of oil drum that has a lid, right?
Correct.
Let's open it. This is... This is the wristwatch Renju always wore. No doubt about it. But how did this get here?
And why? Why would they toss it in there? It's a 200-liter capacity and weighs 44 pounds empty. This is the kind of oil drum that has a lid. Ginger's wristwatch was inside the oil drum. A barrel made of wood. Nothing special about it. Looked inside the wooden box. There's nothing in there. Empty wooden box. Ginger's corpse was hung up by 3 wires. Wires were tied to 3 kegs.
Each keg has a capacity of 20 liters. All 3 kegs were filled, and approximately 55 pounds each.
3 beer kegs on the floor. Each can hold 20 liters. Weigh 55 pounds when filled with water. Another inspector. Hope he finds some clues. What's your name?
What?
I was asking for your name.
My name is Kagami.
Kagami again. What's your name?
It's Kagami.
What's your name?
Kagami.
What's your name?
I told you it's Kagami. I told you my name like 5 times.
But what's your name? I of course remembered his name. What's your name? His name is engraved in my mind. His name is...
Hey you, what's your name?
Seriously? It's Kagami. Stop bugging him, it's rude.
Excuse you? My best friend, Kagami and I are having a conversation.
Yeah, don't spoil our fun.
What?
I guess it's an inside joke between the two of them. Are you getting enough rest?
No, not these past few days.
I thought so. Once this is over, get some rest, alright?
You too, Detective Date.
Any leads?
No, we didn't find anything today.
Inspector's investigating something. Suzuki's looking at the spot where we found Renji.
Hey, are you doing okay?
Oh, sorry. Just staring.
If you're having a hard time, you can tell me.
I'm fine. It's not like the body is lying here.
Notice anything? Oh, do you remember what you saw last night?
How could I forget? I'll never be able to get that image out of my head. Not until the day I die.
Notice anything strange?
You were telling me earlier that you could spot things only a daughter would know.
I know what I said. I'll tell you if I notice anything.
Then do you notice anything?
Did you hear me? I said I'll tell you if I see anything.
How about now?
Jeez, you're pushy. Pushy men are seen as desperate. This is why no one likes you. Besides, Date? Never mind. Just do your investigation or whatever.
What was she gonna say?
Now is not the time to worry about such things.
You can leave if you need to then,
I
Mitsuki.
thought I already told you. Sitting around rotting away in that hospital would be worse.
Still.
I know what you're trying to say. For a little girl to find her dad like that and then want to go back to the scene, you think it's totally weird, right?
In fairness, it is also weird for an adult policeman to acquiesce such a request from a child.
But this is what I wanted. I didn't want to run away from it. I wanted to confront it. I didn't want to be weak.
Are you really okay?
Yeah, I am. Don't you have an investigation to do? Or are you stalling?
Suzuki acts tough, but deep inside.
The time of discovery was 10:20 p.m. You of course already know this, but you and Mizuki were the first to discover Renju's corpse. The body was hanged from the ceiling, similar to how a fish would be. A thick hook was embedded in the upper jaw, and the wires connecting to the hook were strung up on one of the ceiling beams. There was also a hook on the other end of each wire. The 3 beer kegs were attached to these hooks. We have found no fingerprints.
Renju's corpse was found hanging from the ceiling beam over the counter. Left eye has been pulled out.
This case bears similarity to Shoko's. The left eyeball was removed while the victim was still alive.
Renju and Shoko both had their left eye taken before they were killed.
The autopsy report discovered the presence of benzodiazepine. It is a common sedative. The dosage found in the victim's bloodstream was extremely high. It can be assumed that Renju's cognitive functions were heavily impaired before his death.
So sedatives were detected in Renju's body. He was barely conscious before he was killed. There are deep impressions left on his neck.
Strangulation?
Correct. The face shows clear signs of congestion, along with petechia around the face and throat. Both are clear evidence of asphyxiation.
Any indication of the murder weapon?
Most likely a twisted piece of cloth. The culprit approached Renju from behind and wrapped the cloth around his neck, choking him in an attempt to suffocate him. The specific cause of death is cerebral circulation failure due to vessel closure in the neck. Put more simply, the suspect strangled Renju to death from behind.
Do we have an estimated TOD?
Yesterday, around 8 p.m.
So Renju was murdered about 2 hours before Mizuki and I found the body. I think we've checked everything we need to.
I agree. We should compile our evidence and inferences.
Mizuki, you ready to leave?
What? But we aren't done investigating.
What do you mean?
There are still people I want to talk to.
Renju's approximate time of death was yesterday, Saturday, around 8 p.m. He was strangled by a cloth or something similar from behind. Who do you want to talk to? Zuki's looking this way. You want to talk to Iris?
Yeah. Daddy owned Lemniscate and Iris works for them. She used to work here too.
So she might know something.
I'll call her.
Zuki tried calling Iris. But there was no answer.
Have any idea where she might be?
I don't know. Iris is into a lot of things.
Any places you can think of that I don't know about?
Well, there is one place. Have you heard of Golden Yokocho in the entertainment district? Daddy used to go to a place called Marvel a lot. Maybe they know something about him.
You want to talk to Ota?
Yeah. Oda is in here all the time. He might know something. I'll call him.
Ota's phone is broken. He dropped it in a puddle.
Sounds like Ota. He's so clumsy.
We'd have to talk to him in person.
He's probably at Lemniscate or Matsushita Diner.
Let's head out.
Lemniscate, Matsushita Diner, and Marble. Let's head out.
Okay.
Let's go Lemniscate first.
Oh, what? Hey there, handsome.
Excuse me?
I cannot even right now. Hold
Oh,
on, give me just
God.
1 sec. Mizuki, do you know this guy?
Yeah?
Can you introduce me, please?
She is surprisingly unprofessional for a receptionist.
Come on, it's just not so bad.
Could you contain yourself for 5 minutes, Date?
No, I can't! Large window. There's an abstract painting displayed on the wall.
This painting is called Hawaiian Dishes and Dark Demons.
Which part is supposed to be a dish and which part is supposed to be a demon?
There's an incomprehensible abstract painting displayed on the wall. Potted plant.
Date, look! A cricket!
Abba has a strange fascination with insects. A potted plant. The company's logo, Lemniscate. Reception desk.
Oh, this is Dark Zone Kalimas.
who?
Apparently, there's a dark zone calling us. A sofa.
Captain, enemy vessel, 3 clicks.
I believe you are thinking of sonar.
A sofa. There's a low table in front of the sofa. It's a monitor, nothing is on it. Lots of magazines in that rack. Featured how to draw cute anime girls. I think I'll give that a look. Lots of magazines in that rack. A vending machine full of drinks. A high table.
That's a high stool.
Why are you always thinking about high school?
I said stool.
High stools are placed around the table. A door. There's probably an office back there. Who to talk to first? Zuki's standing next to me. Do you know this receptionist?
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah, of course we know each other. We're like best friends. We hang out, we party.
we do not party.
Hey, hey.
Who hired this woman?
The most likely scenario is that the final decision was made by the head of the company.
Renju.
There's a receptionist sitting behind the desk. There's a receptionist with huge breasts sitting behind the desk. There's a receptionist with huge breasts sitting. There's a receptionist with huge breasts. Huge breasts. Breasts. There are huge breasts sitting behind the desk. Okay, then that's where it left. Leaves off. Things have been pretty serious around here lately.
Yeah, totally. You never think about, like, my boss getting murdered, you know? Like, what are even the chances? That's like the odds of hitting the lotto. But I was kind of lucky, in a weird way.
Wait, what?
Some of my old friends hit me up asking about it, you know? Feels like we're old alumni or something.
She certainly found the bright side of this situation.
What's going to happen to the office?
Oh, haven't heard anything about that yet. The VP might take over, we might get absorbed by another office. Just when I got a job, too. Man, what am I gonna do if this place closes up? So, anyway, tell me, Date, what kind of girls do you like? Because I'm the committed type, you know? Would you consider me a candidate? Hmm?
Well, we could go out sometime.
Wow, dude.
You disgust me.
Oh, my apologies. Never mind.
Have you seen Iris?
Iris? You mean Asa? She's recording a podcast in the underground studio.
Oh, that's why she didn't pick up the phone.
If you need her right away, I can try contacting her.
No, it's fine. This can wait until she's done.
For sure.
For sure.
What?
For sure? As in, I got you?
I don't believe I've ever heard that sequence of sounds spoken out loud before.
Did you happen to see Oda here?
Ota? Nah, haven't seen him today. How is he?
The receptionist knows Ota too?
Ota happens to be the kind of otaku who actually has social skills.
Those are the ones you have to watch out for.
Huh?
Nothing. Anyway, could you give me a call if Ota shows up? I have my number here.
I took out my business card and handed it over to the receptionist.
Yeah, I got his number. I got his number.
Let us pray that the privilege will not be abused.
Let's go.
Mizuki, let's go. Staying here would be a waste.
Yeah. Where should we go next?
Should we go visit Oda? Let's go visit Oda.
Hello, welcome. You're Mizuki, right? Ota's friend?
Yep.
And you...
Oh, I suppose I should introduce myself more formally.
At least something a little more than flashing your badge.
My name is Kaname Date.
Mr. Date, what can I help you with?
With this counter. A beer ad on
Hey,
the wall.
Date, why do beer ads always have girls in bikinis in them?
Because they make you thirsty.
Why?
I'll tell you when you're older.
A beer ad on the wall.
Oh, it's Nasabo from that band Magnusspiel.
I have no idea who that is.
Some celebrity's autograph. Disposable chopsticks. There's a menu on the table.
Kuroda Kazuaki's shin meat pickled in miso.
What is wrong with this restaurant?
There's a menu on the table.
Salt, pepper, a blend of red cayenne and spices, and an unidentified liquid.
It says fermented Mayumi juice.
None of us can figure out what that juice is. The counter. You can see the kitchen area past the counter. Beer cases. Like a refrigerator. Swinging door.
Singing door.
A swinging door.
Swinging door. And use written on the wall in Tenzaka paper. A low table. Small
A
sitting
riddle.
cushion.
What is the difference between a cushion and you, Date?
I don't know. What?
Nothing. You're both soft and get thrown around.
That wasn't bad. You're getting better with the jokes.
Small sitting cushion. A window. It says good luck. It's November, but that calendar says January. Looking closely at it, even the year is wrong. This is old. Old calendar on the wall.
Hands
clock.
off those hands. Just kidding.
Years have stopped turning, not unlike Mayumi. The doorway to the store. A table.
It looks
Round
like
chair.
a chocolate button with legs.
It looks like a chair.
A round chair. A stool. A bucket.
Man, I really want to put that bucket on your head and smack it with a mop handle.
Why?
A bucket. The mop. Mizuki's standing next to me. Have you been here before?
Yeah, I am friends with Oda. I've been here a few times.
Yumi is standing on the other side of the counter. Any recommendations?
Oh, everything here is delicious. But my personal favorite is our omelet rice.
Did you want to eat here?
No, I don't have much of an appetite. How's your stomach?
Same. I don't think I can eat right now.
Hey, you're looking gorgeous today.
Oh, stop, you charmer. But you're not getting a discount out of me.
I knew you were a pedo, Date, but I didn't think you were a cougar hunter too.
I am neither of those things.
So where's your husband?
I completely forgot. I wonder where he got off to. But he'll come back soon. He always does. Runs off, then comes back.
I'm beginning to have doubts about the management of this establishment.
I as well.
Is Uta here?
He went out early this morning. I don't know where.
I see.
Nobody's seen him then. I took my business card out of my pocket and handed it to Mayumi.
Sorry to be a bother, but when Ota comes back, can you tell him to contact me?
Oh, well, sure.
Thanks, ma'am.
Okay, got it.
Date, let's go somewhere else.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, not really finding anything this round.
Is this it?
Yeah,
You know about this place?
yeah. This is where I met Renju for the first time.
Interesting. Didn't think this was your kind of spot.
This place is special. You can find all sorts of shady characters here. It's the best place for gathering information about a case. So that's why.
That is only a partial truth.
Shut up.
Huh?
Let's head inside.
Where is everyone?
It's been like this for a while. Not many people come here anymore. Mama should be here soon, though.
Okay.
Why would it be open without Mama being there?
In other news, at 6:10 p.m. yesterday, on the outer circle of the capital city highway in Minato District, Tokyo, a traffic collision occurred involving 5 cars and at least 1 truck. MPD has arrested the driver of the truck suspected to be the cause of the accident for negligence. The investigation is ongoing.
On the other branch, that was Renju. So who would it be this time? There's a table in front of the sofa. Menu, it has writing on the back. Specials are written on the chalkboard. Slippers and tomato soup. Specials are in the chalkboard. Sofa. Hanger on the wall. Poster on the wall. The talented Mr. Dickley. Wonder what that is. Poster on the wall. Flyer. Picture on the wall. It's a little odd. A refrigerator.
Mizuki, you mind cleaning some of your stuff out of the fridge at home?
Not gonna happen.
Refrigerator. Music playing over the radio. Bar counter. Oh yeah, that's the bonito fish. There are bottles lined up on the counter. Let's count them. 9 bottles. There are 9 bottles on the counter. Just kidding. There are 18. That's how many there are. Let's count carefully. There are 18 bottles lined up on the counter. Okay. A
I
beer
don't
tap.
want to get drunk. I just want to be sobriety impaired. Allow me to ruin your stupid joke before you say it.
It's not stupid. Man, I could use a drink.
No, you're driving.
Can't you just drive?
Indeed I can, but I refuse.
Why?
Nothing good comes of you being drunk.
There are bottles of alcohol on the shelf. A beer tap. There's a TV on the wall.
Date, what was that weird show you used to watch? The one with the girls running in slow motion. What was so good about it?
Everything.
TV on the wall. Look, he's sitting next to me. Having fun at school?
It's okay.
Is it?
Yup.
He's not wrong. Everything.
Do you have a lot of friends?
Yeah, but I don't really like my elementary school friends. They're too immature. I have more fun with Iris and Ota.
I don't know if they're too immature. You're just very mature for your age.
You think so? The kids at school are so stupid. They gossip about who had their first kiss for days. I don't see why that's anyone's business.
These grade schoolers move fast.
Nah, not really. It's pretty normal nowadays.
You haven't kissed anyone yet, have you?
No, I'm not interested in that.
Oh, thank God.
It's been a long time since we did this.
Did what?
Sat at a table together like this. We haven't eaten dinner together in a while. After I finish working on this case, we should do it again.
Why? Because of what happened to my mom and daddy?
Ooh.
I don't need that.
Date, this is where you need to take a stronger role as her guardian. Data suggests that children who eat alone are prone to mental imbalances and poor physical condition. The meals you prepare do have sufficient nutritional content. However, you need to make sure that Mizuki is eating all of it. Otherwise, your effort is wasted.
Suki, we should at least have one meal together.
I told you I don't want to.
Why not?
Because, I don't like how you hold chopsticks. It makes me sick.
Really now? People have always told me that I have good technique. Some even say it's beautiful.
It's disgusting. Too clean. Besides, there's no point in eating together.
Why is that?
Because you don't talk when you're eating. I don't like sitting in silence.
Well, we don't have to be quiet.
It's fine, I don't like hearing you talk either.
Oh.
I believe she has entered her teenage rebellion phase a year early.
This is gonna be rough.
Are you tired?
No. And what do you mean by that?
Nothing. Just let me know when you're tired. You can go home anytime you want.
You aren't really worried about me, you just think I'm annoying, right? Don't beat around the bush, just say it. But you know what? It wouldn't matter anyway because I'm not going home.
About Renju.
Hey Date, what did you and Daddy used to talk about when you were here?
I don't remember a lot of it. I was usually drinking pretty hard.
Don't worry, I have everything recorded. In fact, the conversation about you taking care of Mizuki took place here, at Marble.
Really?
The topic was brought up several times afterward, but the first time was here. 4 years ago, after drinking enough liquid courage, Renju asked you to take care of Mizuki. At the time, Renju was recently divorced, buried in work at Lemnisgate, and mentally unstable. It was a display of excellent judgment. It was a good thing that he managed to swallow his pride.
You think so? Sometimes, I don't think it was the right move.
You should have more confidence. I guarantee you that it was the best decision.
Let's hope so.
How unstable was he? Would have having Mizuki there been better for him?
Date, honey. Long time no see.
Hey, Mama, how've you been?
Oh, tired and sore, but not in a fun way.
Watch the innuendo in front of the kid.
Oh, who is this?
Renju's daughter.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh, it must have been hard. I saw on the news.
It's okay. Really.
Oh, it must have been so hard. Stupid Ren. What was he thinking, leaving his little girl like this? Oh.
It's taking it worse than she is.
Hey, Mama. I wanted to ask you some questions about Renju.
Oh. I guess crying isn't gonna solve the thing, is it? Go ahead. Ask away. I'll help any way I can.
Suki's curling up a little. Maybe she's intimidated by Mama. Is your first time in a place like this?
Yeah, I mean, at some fish pocket they served alcohol, but I've never been to a bar like this.
I would hope not. You're in elementary school.
Well, Daddy invited me along sometimes, but I was too shy to go.
Good call.
I was planning on going one day, when I was old enough to drink. I wanted to go to a bar with Daddy.
Are you scared of Mama?
Not really.
Oh, don't worry, honey. I don't bite. I'm only aggressive when it comes to men 20 through 65.
That's a pretty wide range.
Gotta widen my net for a catch like you, Date, honey.
Suki's like, what?
I think I'll ignore that one.
I think I'll ignore it as well.
About Mama.
I heard that shady characters hang out here. So who are you and how do you fit in?
No one special. I'm just a facilitator.
A facilitator?
People who come in here tend to have very specific interests. I help accommodate.
Oh, okay.
Mama's like, an informant.
That's right. And I won't charge you this time. Just promise to get the bastards who did this to Ren for me.
Right. This is for Renju.
I promise.
And guess what? Everything got green again! Table. Menu. Chalkboard. Fried slipper with herbs. Sofa. Stool. Menu on the chalkboard. Hanger on the wall. Poster. One flew over the cock's nest. It sounds familiar, but I don't know what it is. A poster. Oh, not everything.
This is a painting of Saint Sebastian. Saint Sebastian was a faithful Christian who lived under Roman Emperor Diocletian. On January 20th, 288 AD, he was martyred. This painting depicts his execution.
Something wrong, Date? You're staring awful hard.
Nothing. Just caught my eye.
Why now, of all times? That's been hanging there for a while.
Really?
Yeah, it was a gift from Ren a while back. I've always had it there.
Painting of Saint Sebastian. Apparently it was a gift from Renju. Music playing over the radio.
Oh, Mama. What are you doing back there?
Excuse you?
Refrigerator that honestly Refrigerator that honestly does kind of look like, oh my gosh, learn to read. There are bottles lined up on the counter. The bar counter. Gulp. There are bottles of alcohol on the shelf. A beer tap.
Hey, Date, you hear the one about the drunk ballerina?
No, what about her?
She quit the ballet because she was always more interested in tap.
Beer tap. There's a TV installed on the wall. Nothing's on it. Mizuki seems to be wary of Mama. I was polishing a dried bonito fish, part of her daily routine. Come to think of it, I have no idea why. I think I'll ask her one day, when the time is right. How's business?
Not bad.
Hey, that's good. I want you to keep this place open as long as you can. It makes me feel sad and old when a place I used to visit closes down.
Well, then you should visit more often. I could hook you up, in more ways than one.
Just the one way is fine, thanks.
Was Renju a regular here?
I haven't seen him for a while. I thought I was going to shrivel up and die of boredom without you boys around.
Shrivel up. You look like a purple water balloon.
That's right. Care to give me a poke?
I'll pass, thanks.
About Renju.
Have you heard any rumors about Renju? Anything about grudges, disputes?
Is it okay to talk in front of Mizuki?
Yes, I want to be here.
Trust me, you couldn't drag her away.
If you say so. Apparently, Ren had some connections with the Kumakura gang.
A gang?
Yeah, real rough customers. This is their turf.
So Daddy was involved with gangsters.
Mizuki, that company Shoko was running, were they also tied to the Kumakuras?
I don't know.
Oops. What else do you remember about Renju?
Well, there was the watch incident. I'm sure you remember that one.
Watch incident?
You don't remember? Your drunk ass spilled your beer on Ren's watch. Ren was furious, yelling about how this watch is more important than my life, or whatever. He blew up on you. That was the only time I've ever seen Ren that mad. That's why I remember it so well.
Was it this watch?
I pulled out the watch I had in my pocket. It was the one I found in the oil drum at Sunfish Pocket.
Yeah, that's it. Why do you have it?
It's a good question.
At the scene? Ren was given that watch by his lover. It was an anniversary gift, I think.
Lover?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot Mizuki was here.
No, it's fine.
But of course, it wasn't an affair. This was all after he was divorced.
Daddy had a new lover.
I talk to Mizuki, tell her I'm going to the bathroom.
The bathroom?
Yeah, this place is small. The bathrooms are outside.
Take care.
I gave her a nod and a wave and left. And see you later! As I run away.
Iba, get boss on the line.
Got it.
What's up?
Mizuki is at a bar called Marble down in Golden Yokocho. Send someone over to pick her up.
She's not at the hospital?
Yeah, she snuck out. I took her along while I was doing some work, but I can't take her any further.
Understood. I'll send someone.
Counting on you, boss.
Are you going to leave Mizuki here?
That's cold.
Yes. I can't take her into a Yakuza den.
Who's this asshole?
You made a big mistake coming here. Go home.
All right. Bye then.
Hey, Date!
What? Ugh, I hate dealing with these chumps.
Didn't you hear me?
Do you want to die, old man?
You bastard!
Same as before.
Sorry for the late introduction. I'm with the MPD.
A cop, huh? So, you want to explain what the fuck a cop is doing in my office?
I think we should exchange names before exchanging expletives.
Name's MoMA, the Warhorse. Don't give a fuck what your name is.
All right, MoMA. I have a few things I want to ask you. What do you know about the new Cyclops serial killings? Shoko Nadami and Renju Ukiura had their left eye pulled out and were murdered. And I think you know something about it.
Saw it on the news, but we had nothing to do with it. Even if we did, we wouldn't spill to no cops.
There's a locker near the window. Company philosophy on the wall. You accidentally enter a bar instead of a restaurant. Don't feel obligated to order a drink. Even if the bartender gives you that order a damn drink look. That's quite the motto. Have permit. Company philosophy is on the wall. That's my schedule's on the fly. There's beatboxing for beginners. Ooh.
Hey, Iba, look. Flying squirrel taking a nap.
It is clearly a tiger.
A tiger rug. The skinny one, he's completely out. Talk to him.
There would be no point in talking to him in that state.
Member A. The fat one, he's holding his stomach in pain.
I got nothing to say to you.
It's a partition set up by the doorway, probably to obscure the view from
Hey,
visitors.
Iba. It's pronounced partition and not partition.
I know how it's pronounced.
Partition set up in the doorway. A chair. Lockers are lined up on the wall. The desk probably belongs to someone in the gang. There are a ton of things on top. Door to the next room.
A bronze dragon.
A bronze dragon holding a golden ball.
Golden ball, huh?
Dragon holding a golden ball.
It's kind of frightening seeing all these lanterns lined up. Scary lanterns. Scary lanterns.
You don't have to repeat it.
There are lanterns with Kamakura written on them. A Shinto shrine. A window. The chairman's desk.
What does a guy like the chairman need this for? He probably just uses it for porn.
Not every man in the world is like you, Date.
There's a PC on top of the desk. A keyboard. A telephone on the desk. The Kamakura crest. Chairman's chair. And sitting in the chairman's seat is named MoMA. Where's the chairman?
What? Chairman is right in front of you.
What?
I run the Kumakura gang. I'm Moma Kumakura.
That can't be right. The chairman of the Kumakuras is Rohan. You aren't the chairman.
Yo, asshole! You need a lesson in manners?
Date, wait. I did some research and discovered that Rohan Kumakura died last year. He leapt to his death from the roof of a building.
Suicide?
But Moma did not take over last year. Moma took over 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
And so about Renju.
I told you, I got nothing to say. You deaf or something?
About Shoko.
Don't know nothing about her. I know her face and her name. It was on the news. Nothing else.
Shoko was part of an investment fraud scheme, and I have it on good authority that a certain Yakuza gang was helping her.
Wouldn't know nothing about that, cop.
Date, a minute please.
What is it?
Do you see the sofa in the reception area? There is an ashtray on top of the coffee table.
What about it?
It is peculiar. Thermal imaging reveals that they are both warm.
The sofa and ashtray.
I'll deal with Moma later. I should be focused on something else. Sofa and ashtray.
A sofa. There are cigarette butts in the ashtray.
So someone must have been sitting here.
The question is, how long ago?
An ashtray. I see a few cigarette butts in it.
I want to find out when that smoker finished it.
Thermal. One of the cigarette butts. The tip is reddish.
Hey, Aiba. Can you turn off the thermal vision?
Sure.
I see. The cigarette brand is Klein.
Why is that relevant?
Small details will come in useful later. Trust me.
There's several cigarette butts. Look like Klein's. Cigarette on the edge of the ashtray is a Klein. The tip is faintly red.
Part of the cushion is still red.
Just as I thought.
Okay. Was there someone here recently?
What are you talking about? You're the first guest today, although you are an uninvited guest.
Don't lie now. Someone was sitting on the sofa and smoking very recently.
How do you know that?
I just do.
Oh, right. I remember now. Just a bit ago, one of our guys was on the sofa.
Are you talking about these guys right here?
Yeah.
Not possible. When I came in...
You made a big mistake coming here. Go home.
Who's this asshole?
Neither of them was on the sofa, and neither of them was smoking.
They left.
Who left?
An insurance salesman. Right before you came in.
I don't think so. I didn't pass by anyone on my way here, and I happen to know this office only has one entrance and one exit. Which means, whoever it is, they're still in this office somewhere. Let me check the back.
Why you want to do that?
I just wanted to say hello to our guest.
I'm telling you, you're the only one here.
Oh, then you won't mind me checking.
Just get out of here, cop.
There must be someone they don't want us to see. Somewhere behind that wall.
Quick, let's X-ray vision. Just past that wall. Door to the next room. Oh, it is him.
Just as I thought.
This must be whoever was sitting on the sofa and smoking earlier.
My evolver can shoot right through this wall. I should shoot him.
Wait! Is he not getting enough?
What?
Never mind. The person behind the wall is unarmed. I cannot approve the use of evolver in this situation.
Damn it.
Whoa, bullet time!
Date, a porno mag at your feet.
Oh gosh, not this again.
What?
Get the portal away! Go, go, go!
Hey, did you just shoot at me?
What's he doing with a minigun?
Hey, whoa, wait a minute!
Breaking the dragon statue, oh no!
Date, load revolver with explosive rounds. Aim for the dragon's gold ball on the right.
The what? Oh, that. Why?
Just do it!
Okay. Shrapnel!
Iba, you saved me.
Everything happened as I simulated it.
So, where's this porno mag?
You idiot. There is no adult magazine. However, I know that your reaction time is up to 3.6 times faster when you are excited. I simply took advantage of that behavior.
What the hell?
Not cool, Iba. Not cool.
You're a grown man. Aren't you too old to be playing with toys?
Shit!
Hey, coward! I see you. Show your face!
So Sajima.
I know you. That's...
Sajima, so. Congressman.
What is this guy doing here?
One was giving me a glare. You have an alibi for yesterday and the day before?
Us Kumakuras are a branch of the Ujisaki family. The Ujisaki family runs a yearly golf tournament. Mandatory attendance. We were all at the tournament those days. We only got back this morning. You can ask the hotel. They'll tell you.
Date, I did some research. The hotel's record of guests does list the Kumakura members. They were also seen on several surveillance cameras. It is not possible that any of the Kumakuras could have killed Shoko, including Moma.
About Shoko.
Well, I guess there's no point hiding it now. I lied earlier when I said I didn't know her.
I thought so. You and the Kumakuras were a part of the fraud scheme Shoko was organizing.
Yep. Whenever any wise-ass investors gave her trouble, we handled it.
Exactly as I suspected. Shoko was affiliated with the Kumakuras.
About Renju.
I've been looking after that guy since high school. It was the usual stuff. I had him help me with a lot of work. But now, it's kind of the opposite, you know? We're getting work from him. Well, we were. Now that he's dead, though.
What work did he have you do?
The usual. If Talon at his office was causing trouble or something.
You ever get into any disputes with Renju doing this work?
No way, he paid good money. I've never even gotten into an argument with the guy.
About Rohan Kamakura.
I heard that the former head of the Kumakuras committed suicide last year.
Yeah, what's it to you?
Nothing at all. I just want to talk about it.
Rohan was my older brother. He was my big brother in this organization, and my blood brother. 6 years ago, he got sick in the head. He got sent to a special hospital. And naturally, because I'm his brother and next in line, I was the successor. That's all I'm gonna say. You wanna know more? Hire a private eye.
Let's look at this Gatling gun. Old-fashioned Gatling gun. So Sejima, member of Congress. See him so often on TV, it feels like I've met him before. What are you doing here?
I've had a relationship with the Kumakuras since back when Rohan was running things. I had business nearby, so I stopped here for a visit. Whatever conspiracy theory you're imagining in your head, you can forget it. This is strictly business.
Strictly business? A congressman meeting with Yakuza? How are you gonna spin that?
It's true. I imagine my public image will be dragged through the mud. But we haven't done anything illegal. If you want to accuse me of such wrongdoing, then by all means. I just happen to think such gossip is better suited for tabloids.
You have an alibi for yesterday and the day before?
I went to work, then went home.
So, you have no alibi?
No, I always have my bodyguards near me. If you want to, you can ask them.
Bodyguard testimony can be unreliable. There is a possibility that they would lie to protect Mr. Sejima.
I agree. We can't trust that.
About Renju.
The president of Lemniscate? We aren't friends, but I did meet him a few times through work.
What work were you doing to meet up with the head of an entertainment company?
It was just some party hosted by some company or other. It's not unusual. Events with those uptight stuffed shirts can be rather dull. So they have some young women from an entertainment office attend. Anyway, we only saw each other a few times. I don't even remember what we spoke about.
About Shoko.
The victim prior to Renju? I believe Moma introduced me to her.
Introduced?
We were just having drinks. Shoko stopped by to say hello.
Right. We didn't talk about anything.
They're trying to give me the runaround.
Indeed. Date, I have determined that these individuals have nothing further to add. Even if they are involved, they will not volunteer any more information. We need solid evidence to move forward with the investigation.
You're right.
Date, a call from Lemniscate.
Ota's back.
Connected.
Date? It's me! You remember, like, how you said to call you if Ota came? Well, he's here now, so I guess I'm calling you.
Got it. I'm on my way.
Where you going?
That's none of your concern. Moma, Congressman Sejima, I think I'm gonna call it a day. I'll come back soon. We'll swap drinking stories.
You serious?
Let's go, Iba.
Roger.
So standing there looking rather irritated. There are files lined up on the shelf. The entrance. To Lemniscate.
This is all really suspicious.
What is?
Congressman Sejima and the Kumakuras. There's definitely something going on there.
I agree, but I am not sure it is linked to the new Cyclops serial killings. We need to do further investigation.
The steering wheel. The dashboard. Center console. The glove box. Rear view mirror. You can see the scenery through the rear window. Passenger seats. Gear shift. A girl in the passenger seat. Girl in the passenger seat? Who are you?
Who are you? Impossible. How did a jellyfish get in here? So shiny, too.
You utter idiot. It's me.
Renju?
Do I look like Renju?
Mizuki?
It's me.
Boss?
Date, seriously.
Then, are you Mom?
Idiot. They must have increased your dosage too much.
My dosage? Anyway, you're Aiba, right? Why are you here? Looking like that?
I just thought I would project myself. You seem lonely.
How are you doing this?
I am overlaying the image your left eye processes with augmented reality. You can't see me through your right eye, only your left.
You can't just pop into my eyeball without permission.
You do realize I do that all the time, right?
About your appearance.
Come to think of it, you look kind of like you do when you're in Somnium. What's that about?
What do you mean?
You don't usually look like that. You have a Somnium form and another form.
Oh, this?
Yes, that. Why are you doing this now?
I was bored last night, so...
Huh?
I thought you would like it.
Why would I like it?
Well, I did attempt to shape myself to your preference.
If you could do that, change it.
I will not.
Why not?
Because I won't.
We'll have to get used to this look.
I fear you would eventually grow tired of the other form as well. I just wanted to change my look a little. Think of it as a haircut.
Pretty drastic haircut.
So, and MoMA are suspicious.
As I said earlier, I completely agree that they are suspicious, but there is nothing currently linking them to the case.
That's true. We have no established motive. The victims were displayed, tied up on a horse, hung from the ceiling, and their left eyes taken out. We still don't know why.
It is possible that Shoko and Renju were disloyal to Congressman Tsujima and the Kumakuras. They could have been killed and displayed as a warning. That would fit the current evidence.
Maybe. But it doesn't feel right.
How is so related to the Kamakuras?
I looked into that. Unfortunately, I did not find anything in our database that could connect the two.
I see.
However, I did discover some rumors on the internet. Most of them come across as gossip or conspiracy theories. But would you like to hear them regardless?
Please.
Could have some truth to them. How is so related to the Kamakuras?
Mr. Tsujima currently resides in Azabu. He lives in a mansion, a restored samurai castle. But 20 years ago, So Tsujima lived elsewhere, in the Kawasaki district to be exact. He lived there until he was 40 years old.
And then the chemical cat
The Tsujima
explosion.
family owned a vast amount of real estate in the district. Adjusting for inflation, the land was valued above 30 billion yen. The Tsujima family sold off its holdings. 6 months later, the incident occurred.
The explosion at the chemical plant.
Quite
This
some
caused
timing.
Kawasaki to become a restricted area. And of course, land prices fell drastically to less than 1/30th their original value. What are your thoughts?
The timing is certainly suspicious. To sell that amount of land just 6 months before it happened.
There is another interesting fact. After the accident, So Tsujima purchased all of the land back for just 1 billion yen.
So he's got 29 billion yen in his pocket and 1 billion yen of land.
Correct. Despite the horrific accident, the Tsujima family is no worse off.
No, in fact, they've profited immensely, and they still have all that land.
True. But I don't see the point of it. It's not like you got anything out of it.
That would be true, but there is more to this story. There is another important fact. After the land prices in the Kawasaki region crashed...
No! Don't interrupt, I want to hear more.
We will have to continue this conversation later. I am receiving a call from headquarters.
Is this Special Agent Date from Abyss? My name is Akaska, from HQ. I'm investigating the Shoko Nadami case. There's something that you need to hear.
What is it?
We got a phone call earlier.
Oh, from the
A
hitman.
prisoner at Fuchu prison.
A prisoner?
We saved the call. I think you should give it a listen. Who is this?
In here, I'm known as number 89.
What is this call concerning?
I know who killed Shoko Nadami, and if you let me out of here, I will tell you who it is. I suppose you might say I'm looking for a plea bargain. He will kill again, you know.
Now, Renju was working with Pewter to help him escape last time. Now Renju's not going to be around.
And he'll take their eye while they're still alive. There will be more bodies. If you want to stop this serial killer, I suggest you take my offer. I'll be seeing you.
This has to be a prank.
That's what I thought too. However, we got the call yesterday afternoon, before Renju was killed. In other words...
You're saying he predicted the second crime?
Yeah, I think he did. That's why I thought I should contact you.
Good idea. Thanks, Detective.
Good luck.
Do you think there's anything to this?
I don't know.
Oh, Date.
What's wrong? You look like you have a lot on your mind.
Yeah. I just found out online. The corpse at Bloom Park. That was Renju's ex-wife, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So that was Mizuki's mom. Mizuki saw her own mom.
Oh, just you wait, Oda. There's more.
And I just left her. But I didn't know. I knew her as Shoko Nadami. Her last name is different. I didn't know that was Mizuki's mother. I want to apologize to her. I need to tell her that I'm sorry.
As well you should. Large window. Abstract painting is on
that
display.
One is called Lying, Wishing, Marking Demons.
Incomprehensible abstract painting is on display. Potted plant.
Date, look! A little stink bug! Yay! A stink bug!
Eb has the tendency to get excited about bugs. Potted plant. The company's logo, Lemniscate. That's the reception desk. There's a low table in front of the sofa. A sofa.
One more bowl, please.
That would be soba.
A sofa. Oh, it's a monitor, nothing's on it. Lots of magazines in that rack. Featured How to Get Rich with Cryptocurrency. Definitely be taking that one. Lots of magazines in that rack. A lot of different drinks are in the vending machine.
That's just a high stool.
What about high school?
I said stool.
There are high stools around the table. A high table. A door. There's probably an office back there.
Oh, that's Rundoyer.
Who is that?
Rundoyer's video is playing. The girl with the big tits is sitting behind the counter. Yes, that's what I've decided to call her. Not to her face, of course.
Hey, girl with the big tits.
Excuse me?
Shit, I said it to her face.
I want to run away and never look back.
The girl with the big tits is sitting behind the counter. Thank you for the call.
No problem. After all, it means we get to see each other again.
I'm glad.
You're cute.
You get asked out a lot, don't you? I don't know why you're sitting here behind a desk. You should be an idol.
Oh, thank you. But despite my looks, I am a bit too old to be an idol. I couldn't get into it now.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I turned 36 this year.
I was like, what?
You're kidding.
You know, go get some food sometime?
Hey now, that's awfully aggressive. You're an alpha type, aren't you? I kinda like that.
And I kind of like you.
Oh boy.
Oh, but there is one little thing you should know about me. I'm a reptilian. Is that going to be a problem?
A what?
What's a reptilian?
A reptilian humanoid alien. They are said to be shapeshifters that take on human form.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be a problem.
Oh, too bad.
Oh, it's so crazy. Where's Iris?
She's recording a podcast right now. Looking at her schedule, it should end soon.
It's a long ass record session for a podcast. It's Oda. Where have you been?
Nowhere. Just doing my normal routine.
I don't know your normal routine.
I went to a Dojin store to look at the new releases. Then I ate some ramen at Jiro's, and then headed over to the PC cafe to browse threads. You know, normal.
If that's normal, I haven't had a normal day in my life.
About Mizuki.
Mizuki didn't seem like she was angry with you.
What? You met Mizuki? Oh, at the interrogation.
That's right. He doesn't know I live with Mizuki. I have no reason to hide it, but it's sort of hard to explain. Yeah, I spoke to Mizuki at her, questioning earlier.
You're sick, Date.
What?
Questioning? That sounds dirty. If I were writing a light novel, that's exactly how I would describe a sexy scene.
What kind of novels are you writing, kid?
About Renju's case.
I don't know anything. I've only seen Renju a couple of times.
I didn't think it was possible to be this bad at lying.
Though it is plainly obvious, I did a thermal check on Ota's body. This is his current body temperature.
That's what I thought. Have you forgotten, Ota? You're my thrall. You don't want me to tell Iris your secret, do you?
Huh?
Wait, it's no big deal. I just...
You better start talking.
Okay.
About Renju's case? Tell me more.
Last night, I was walking over to Sunfish Pocket, and I saw Renju come out of the building.
Was he alone? Someone was with him. A man. No. A woman.
Okay, just keep it up and
Okay, look.
have it shift. You don't
I
need
can
to
tell
keep
you're trying
down,
to
up,
protect
down,
her,
up.
but you have to help me out here. Was it Iris?
No, it definitely for sure wasn't Tessa.
Got it. So Renju was with Iris.
Okay, fine. There's no point in hiding it, I guess. You're right. Renju came out of the building with Tessa. Tessa has nothing to do with this. She wouldn't murder anyone. She wouldn't hurt a fly.
Not to mention, good luck her trying to carry Renju's body all the way there.
She's an idol. Idols don't kill people.
You need to stop putting her on a pedestal.
Tessa is a savior to me. The Tessa I know wouldn't hurt anyone.
A savior.
The first time I met her, I had a bad case of writer's block, and I saw all this awful negativity online, and I lost sight of what I really wanted to write. It was the lowest point of my life.
Look around online, all there really is negativity, so don't do that, Oda. Don't do it.
He is talking like a professional, though he hasn't published anything.
Yeah.
Then, by pure chance, I found a video of Tessa singing and dancing, and it made me realize something important. You don't have to care what people think, you know? If you do your best at what you believe in, your message will get through to people. That attitude is something all great creators need to have. After that, I became a huge A-Set fan and got over my writer's block. And I know I'm not the only one Tessa has inspired. A lot of otaku like me say that Tessa is their savior. She cheers them up when they're down. So there's no way Tessa can be involved in murder. absolutely impossible.
Slow down. I didn't say Iris was the murderer.
But do you suspect her?
I need to hear her side of the story. If I do, I might find out she's totally innocent. If you truly believe that she didn't do it, you should tell me everything you know.
But...
Do it for Iris.
What time did Renju and Iris leave the building?
Around 6:15, I guess.
Where did they go?
I didn't see. They got into Renju's car and drove off.
And what did you do?
I went inside Sunfish Pocket, but I saw a sign that said the entire club was reserved. I figured I would just go home.
What happened?
Date.
Iris, there's something I need to ask you. Come with me.
Wanna play some Shovel Forge?
Iris, I'm going to ask you some questions. Please answer honestly. However, you do not have to say anything that might incriminate you.
The right to remain silent? You're treating me like a criminal.
Not exactly. I'm just looking for the truth, and I would appreciate your cooperation.
A desk in the middle of the room. There are pipes on the walls of the room. Security camera. This interrogation room has 2 surveillance cameras. This is one of them. The other is installed near the doorway. Security camera.
This is the camera used to record the interrogation. Images captured by this camera are sent to the database in real time. It is later saved permanently on our servers. You can remotely control it as well.
Camera used for interrogation. The lens is facing Iris. Two-way mirror. There's a small room on the other side of the mirror, but you can't see it from here. It was reflected in the mirror. Iris looks nervous. It's understandable, of course, after suddenly being taken to a place like this. You have an alibi for last night?
What were you doing from 7 to 9 last night?
I was at home the whole time.
You're sure?
Yes.
Iva, thermograph.
There is no noticeable rise in Iris's body temperature.
She isn't lying.
Not necessarily. We must consider the possibility that she is a natural liar.
With that kind of confidence, her temperature wouldn't change.
Correct.
Renju's estimated time of death was 8 p.m. last night. If Iris' story is true, she couldn't have done it.
There is another possibility. Even if Iris was at home, she could have killed Renju.
You mean...
Can I ask your mother about your alibi?
I'll ask again. You are sure you were at home around 8 p.m. yesterday?
Yes.
Can I ask your mother about your alibi?
You can, but there'd be no point.
Why is that?
My mom wasn't home. She came back home early this morning.
This morning?
Yeah.
Where was she?
I don't know.
You don't know. Come to think of it, Iris' mom had connections to Renju too.
Hitomi did mention that yesterday.
And we saw her talking to So in the other branch.
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High. We've known each other for 20 years now.
However, we have nothing to link her to the case.
But I am curious. What was Hitomi doing last night?
You used to work at Sunfish Pocket, right?
I heard you used to work at Sunfish Pocket.
That's right.
How long?
A little over a year.
Working there that long, you're probably pretty familiar with the equipment.
Yeah, I guess.
About the surveillance camera.
What about the surveillance camera? Do you know where those tapes were stored?
What are you trying to say?
Is Oda's story true?
Here's what Ota told me. Yesterday around 6:15 p.m., you and Renju came out of the Sunfish Pocket building. Is that true?
Yes. Mr. Okiura called me and told me he wanted me to come to Sunfish Pocket, ASAP.
Around what time was that?
5 p.m., I think. I got ready, then headed over there. I guess I got there about an hour later.
Date, I checked her call history. At 4:58 p.m., there is a record of a call to Iris from Renju's phone.
What were you doing with Renju?
What were you doing with Renju?
He asked me about a job.
What kind of job?
He rented out Sunfish Pocket for a party and he wanted me to MC. He said that it was an important party and that a lot of big shots were gonna be there, but the girl he asked to do it originally got sick and couldn't come. But I turned him down.
Why?
Because I'm just an internet idol. I've never done any MCing before, especially with important people being there.
What did you do after you turned him down?
What did you do after you turned him down?
I left with Mr. Okiura at 6:15 p.m. That must have been when Ota saw me.
And after that?
I asked Mr. Okiura to take me home in his car. I got home at 7 p.m. I was home the rest of the night.
What do you think, Aiba?
I cannot detect any contradictions. However, her story appears almost too organized. Human memory is ambiguous. Her use of exact times leads me to be suspicious.
That's true.
When did you find out Renju was killed?
When did you find out Renju was killed?
This morning, on the news.
And you were with Renju last night? You didn't think to call the police and inform them of this?
Oh, sorry. Is that something you're supposed to do? I had a podcast to record this morning, so if I went to the police, I'd be late. And that would cause everyone a lot of trouble, you know?
Slam your fist down on the table. Scare her.
Am I a suspect?
It's not like that.
It's fine, Date. It's true that I met with Mr. Okiura yesterday, but how do I put this? It's impossible that I'm the killer.
Why?
I'm a teenage girl. Mr. Okiura is a fully grown man.
Oh, she's got a point. A girl like her could have stabbed, poisoned, or shot him dead, but strangling?
No, it's still possible. You see.
It was the sedation.
A heavy concentration of sedatives were discovered in Renju's body. Renju was practically in a coma before he died. He wouldn't have struggled.
So, Iris could have strangled him.
Wait a minute. Even if I was somehow able to kill him, the rest of it is impossible.
The rest of it?
Like hanging up his body?
How does she know that?
How do you know that?
What do you mean? It's all over the news.
That's true. Renju weighed about 160 pounds. Even if she used her entire body weight, I don't think she could have hauled him up.
Right. It would be hard for her to do it with her strength alone.
But with Oda helping
But
her?
with a little ingenuity, it could be done.
Ingenuity?
The oil drum.
I don't think so.
Oh.
This is irrelevant to the question of...
This is approximately 160 pounds.
Renju's corpse was discovered hanging from a... He was found over the counter. The wire was attached on both ends. One end was attached to a hook that was embedded inside Renju's jaw. The kegs hold approximately 20...
Yeah,
they
there we
weigh
go.
approximately...
This is what I was looking for. She'd
It
fill
went
those
like
up.
this. First, Renju was laid out on the counter. Next, the wire was thrown over the beam and connected to the hook in his jaw. Then all you need to do is put the 3 beer kegs on the counter.
You think a teenage girl could have done that?
I'm sure it was hard. The kegs weighed 55 pounds each. But that's not impossible, even for a teenage girl.
I guess it isn't impossible.
After that, you get on top of the counter, hook the other end of the wires to the kegs, and then... what do you think happens if you kick the kegs off the counter?
The 3 kegs weighed 165 pounds altogether. Renju weighs 5 pounds less. I guess that would make it possible. But there is one more thing.
What?
Considering the state of the crime scene, it's clear Renju was killed elsewhere and brought to where we found him. If Iris is the culprit, how did she move the body?
Hey!
It's true.
I know. You're going to say you couldn't have moved a 160-pound body.
Unfortunately for her, she could have.
How?
Elevator record? Maybe. No.
The autopsy determined that Renju vacated his bowels for muscle relaxation upon death. However, no trace of this was found on the corpse or at the scene. This means that it is highly likely Renju was killed. Renju's estimated TOD, numerous hemorrhages in the blood vessels of the throat, the weapon used to commit the murder. The criminal likely wrapped Renju then. The more precise
we all
cause
know
of death.
this.
In short, Renju.
Oil barrel. And the elevator record. Oh, okay. And just wait. And just expound. The question is, how did Iris move the corpse? Transportation method.
You have to prove that Iris could have moved Renju's body. That is your current task. This will not help you accomplish that.
Renju's watch in the barrel. Duh. That makes more sense.
Do you know what this is? It's Renju's favorite watch. This was discovered inside an empty oil drum at Sunfish Pocket.
Hey, Date, I know you're on a roll right now, but could you please report things like that according to protocol?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that it wouldn't be so hard to move a body if it were in a cylinder. You would just have to roll it.
So you're saying Renju's body was moved inside the drum, which is how the watch came off. But the suspect didn't notice it.
I'm not saying anything for sure, just pointing out that it's possible.
I didn't do it! You don't even have any witnesses! If I were rolling an oil drum in the middle of the street, people would have noticed!
You could have put it in a car and driven it.
I don't have a license!
Doesn't mean you can't drive. Even an AI can drive nowadays.
Are you mocking me?
Don't make sudden outbursts like that.
You insulted me!
Just be quiet.
Who are you talking to?
Anyway, Iris, you weigh about 105 pounds, right?
Where is this coming from?
If only you weighed more. Or less.
That is none of your business.
No, I mean that your weight is relevant to the case. If the oil drum was used to transport the corpse, then the possibility of the suspect being around 105 pounds is extremely likely.
Why do you say that?
The elevator records. 3 pieces of evidence. There are others. We have the oil drums, one of the key clues. There's something else. Renju's weight. There we go.
Iris, on which floor is Sunfish Pocket located?
On the second floor.
That's right. So, I checked the elevator records. Before the corpse was discovered, the elevator only stopped at the second floor once, at 8:55 p.m. And we discovered that the total cargo weight on the elevator was about 310 pounds. Renju weighed 160. The oil drum weighs 44. Together, that's about 205. Subtracting that from 310...
This doesn't look good.
Why are you...
Now, this obviously doesn't prove you're the murderer. A lot of people weigh 105 pounds. Or someone could have put 105 extra pounds in the elevator, sent it up, and taken the stairs to throw us off the trail. However...
Date, stop. Iris is acting strange. Don't turn around.
Why not?
Just stay put. Keep your eyes on the wall.
But how's she acting?
There are several cameras in this room. 2 surveillance cameras installed at the corners of the ceiling, and 1 camera on a tripod. I hacked each to gain access to their recordings. Look at this.
Iris in the mirror. She's smiling. She's got a phone.
Ah, shit.
Who to save me? Tell anyone about that thing?
Iris,
Uh-oh.
what are you thinking? What is that thing?
Hey, answer me, Iris.
She's definitely hiding something, Date. Sync with her.
Iris is experiencing REM sleep. The medication is working perfectly.
How about it, Date? Think you can do it?
Not a problem. Get it started.
The time limit is 6 minutes. So before time is up,
I know.
then let's begin.
What is this place?
It looks depressing. How is this related to Iris?
Unknown, but there must be a connection.
Iris, what are you hiding?
Abandoned warehouse. Fuzzy TV.
Somnium scan. Activate.
The TV's the first mental lock. Then the windows. Then the floor? And then me? Discover Iris' secret. Mysterious room, videos, and a strange device. You may be able to find the truth. Oh, geez. Look at the blood or watch the murder. Those are my two choices. How's this looking on this flowchart so far? We're going way over this way, and then this is where we're going to be in our first... First branch on this side. So this is branching off a little bit earlier then. Huh. Interesting. Go down a save. Okay, you know what? I'm actually going to end it. Oh, hi Zaytran. I just want to say that I'm going to end it here. I'm actually... Anyways, watch is probably seeing me blinking a lot and struggling to keep my eyes open. I'm actually feeling pretty exhausted. So, yeah, I think I'm going to end it here. And then on Wednesday, I haven't had a very good weekend in terms of rest. Oh my god, on Saturday, I tried to go to bed around 1 in the morning. Couldn't sleep. I'd maybe fall asleep about 15 minutes and then wake back up. Eventually went back downstairs. Dog had explosive diarrhea everywhere. Ended up having to clean that up, and then I was with her up until like 4 a.m. Tried to go back to bed. Took me a while longer. Finally, I think around 4:30 or 5, I don't know, I finally fell asleep. I was able to sleep until 10, so that was nice. But then, yeah, then, as you all know, I've also had overtime during the weekend too. So, thankfully, it didn't really, it wasn't like right in the morning, the overtime and stuff, so that was good. Then I had maybe 6 more hours over on to Sunday. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, at some point I just gotta learn to get myself some proper rest. It's all my fault. Nothing with the in-laws this time, so that's nice. Although they did take the kids on Sunday, so I didn't have to worry about them while I was working. And they went out to a birthday party and to a petting zoo. So that was nice. They had a lot of fun. Alright, but with that, I'm going to head off. I will be live once again this upcoming Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and where we will continue with the Somnium and whichever path we end up going down. Until then, you all have yourselves a great night. Ow. We'll talk to you later. Bye.